Thanks for joining us tonight. We're just hours away from hundreds of new laws going into effect in the state of Texas. These new laws are going to impact everything from crime to education to health care. News 3's Donnie Tuck will explain some of the legislation.
State lawmakers were busy this past legislative session, passing more than 1,000 laws with more than 700 that go into effect on Friday. Bills to improve crime, public safety, and more. Senate Bill 1551 strengthens penalties for drivers who fail to provide identification upon an officer's request. Law enforcement experts say what makes this bill different is previously those under arrest could only be prosecuted for providing false identification.
You have to be lawfully detained. So I always encourage folks, cooperate with the police. If you really want to kind of press the issue, you can ask, am I being lawfully detained or am I being detained? And if the answer is yes, then you need to provide your identity or your driver's license.
Lawmakers are also trying to crack down on drug offenses. House Bill 6 would treat the act of providing fentanyl to someone resulting in their death as murder.
It appears that the legislature is really focusing on fentanyl. I mean, as you almost certainly know, we have had a crisis of fentanyl overdoses all over the country. And the danger of fentanyl is, it takes a grain or two of fentanyl to be fatal.
And then there's House Bill 3556, named after Athena Strand, who was kidnapped and killed last year by a delivery driver. This bill allows law enforcement to sidestep requirements for a statewide Amber Alert for a missing child and allows them to instead issue regional alerts within 100 miles of where the child was last seen.
Time is of the essence when a child is believed to have been abducted. Studies have shown that very quickly they can suffer great bodily harm or death. Again, we're trying to shorten that window to where between the time that law enforcement knows something and the time that the public knows it.
Donnie Tuggle, News 3.
Another bill that's going to go into effect tomorrow is one banning most gender transitioning care for minors. Today, the Texas Supreme Court ruled that that ban can go into effect. But there's two other bills that we've been following that will not go in effect tomorrow, at least for now. One is a bill that would have banned drag queens from doing any kind of performances in front of children, and another would have restricted certain books from being in school libraries. In both cases, critics said that the language of the bills was too vague and broad and would impact First Amendment rights. A holiday